Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I have quite a lot of products on my wish list, in my carts, just waiting for whenever I'm employed again and can, actually have money to spend on products. But in the meantime, I thought it would be fun to do another video like I did previously, where I did for the Sephora sale and I pulled products from my stash that had the same vibes of products that I was wanting, to kind of like scratch that itch and curb that desire to purchase something new. So I'm just gonna play with makeup today, do a get ready with me, and try and use products that are kind of the same vibes as the products that I am longing to purchase. If you like get ready with me's and shop my stash and makeup centered content, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. But without further ado, let's zoom in and get started. Okay, we're nice and zoomed in. I'm going to try and pop up like the products that I'm, lusting after on the screen, so you can kind of see them on screen, what I'm talking about, as well as I will have any of the products that I'm using that are still available and the products that are on my wish list linked down below in case you want to check them out. Those links may be affiliate links. I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, and I appreciate if you choose to use those links and support my channel. But to get started, I'm going to start with the base, and a product that I've really been wanting to try is the Versed Skin Tint. I love Versed skincare. I have gone through multiple tubs of their cleansing balm. So many of their products I have used up and loved. And now that they have makeup that they released and it's at Ulta, I'm really excited to try it out, but I'm not exactly lacking for skin tints and I am lacking for funds. So today what I'm going to use instead to kind of scratch that itch is, if you haven't seen me talk about this before, the Lumi Glow Tint from L'Oreal was too dark and too orange for me, so I put it in a DIY cushion and I sort of lightened it and adjusted this shade to match me better. So this is basically the Lumi Glow Tint. The original shade is 120 Neutral. I would not call it neutral. I would say it's definitely orangey, very warm. L'Oreal has some weird shades. And this DIY cushion is just something I got off of Amazon. You can get like refill cushion sponges in empty cases and extra like air puffs or whatever on Amazon. So I'll link all of that below for you too. I'm not an Amazon affiliate, so those will not be affiliate links, but just in case you're interested in DIYing your own cushion. And I will also link down below the LA Girl shade adjusters that I used to mix this to make it a better shade match for me. The next product that I've been really interested in is the Morphe contour stick, like the micro contour stick that Morphe came out with. I've never really been drawn to Morphe products. However, I do love me a good cream contour, cream bronzer, whatever. I just love doing that step in cream form, but I do have this really precise brush from Esam. It's the T39. So I'm just going to take the Dominique Cosmetics cream bronzer in light tan and use that to kind of mimic the precise application of that stick. And this is definitely a bronzing shade, but I also have been getting a little bit of sunshine, so I kind of want to make my face a little more tan anyway. But also to add some shading, I'm gonna go into the Clinique Chubby Stick Contour in 01 Curvy Contour and just cool that off a little bit in the cheek area. And then I'm gonna blend this all out with my sponge. I wanna know what you guys think about B-roll, if you appreciate seeing the B-roll of the products or if it doesn't really matter to you. It's just a lot of extra work, plus I feel like it uses the it's a wasteful use of the product because I'm just using the product on my hand or whatever to demonstrate it, and it's not actually going to use on my face. It just feels kind of wasteful and it's a lot of extra work. I do think it looks really nice in videos, but if you watch my videos and you're like, yeah, it doesn't really matter either way or whatever, I'd love to hear your feedback on B-roll and whether you miss the B-roll, whether I should start doing that again, or whether you agree it's like a waste of product. Please let me know. Right now I'm just taking my Boing Bright On Concealer from Benefit and my Lancome Serum Concealer for the under eyes just to brighten up those dark circles and conceal that a little bit. I was so upset. This is a random side tangent, but Starbucks doesn't have the Dragon Fruit Refresher anymore, and that was like my favorite summertime drink, but Taco Bell has it. Amazing. So I've now become addicted to the Taco Bell Dragon Fruit Refresher. It's so good. I have never used a Haus Labs stick blush, but when Haus Labs came out with those 4 nude shades, I love me a nudie brownie blush so much. Something about a nudie brownie blush just like gets my, like Teresa is dead says, it gets my makeup dick hard. And I just go nuts for a nudie brown blush, and I want all 4 of those nudie brown shades so bad, but at the full price that they're at, I think they're like $30-something each. I cannot even justify one because girl, I have nudie blush, I have brown blush. I'm good on blush, you know, but they're so pretty looking. And to scratch that itch today, I am using the Huda Beauty blush filter. I have the shade Latte. This is my only one of this formula, so I can't speak to how the formula is in general, but I can say that this specific one, Latte, is lovely. I really enjoy it, and I'm just going to take any random brush to blend that out. I might even go over it with a sponge, who knows, because I'm a sponge whore. But it looks like this really intense brown color, right? But it blends out to this beautiful nude because it does have kind of those pinky rosy undertones. It's so delicious and it's such a beautiful formula. It's not too pigmented. It definitely shears out. It's not like too glowy or too juicy, but it's not like matte either. I really like this. And I definitely would like to get more of these blush filters, but again, I have so much blush already. I do not need to buy more just because it gets my makeup dick hard. Isn't that so stunning? I need to use this one more. Huda Beauty also has different variations of this for different skin tones. So like they have a bunch of fun, bright, like blushy colors, but they also came out with a range of brownie nude blushes for different skin tones. So Latte is the one for lighter skin, and it looks beautiful on my fair to light skin, but they have deeper brownie nudie shades for people with deeper skin tones. And oh god, this is gorgeous. Something about a brown blush, I don't know, like in high school when I bought my first blush that I picked out. Like I had blush before that, but like it was something that my stepmom had picked out and bought me. When I was in high school, I bought a single CoverGirl blush, and I think it was like called Cinnamon or Cinnamon Toast or something like that. And it was a brownie nudie blush with a little bit of shimmer. And ever since I had that blush, like lost over the years, I've been trying to refine that feeling of that perfect, like yummy cinnamony brownie nude blush. I don't know. My battery is dying though, so I'm gonna replace it and be right back. Fresh battery is in. I am back, and I'm gonna add some glow to my face with the About Face Light Lock highlighter fluid. I have the shade Shaken or Stirred, and it's a beautiful gold shade. And it's not like too gold that I feel like my neutral skin can't pull it off. And this blends out so beautifully with a brush or a sponge or your fingers, but I'm gonna take a sponge to do it right now. I just feel like I need a warmer highlight to go with this sort of bronzy look I've got going on. And maybe I'll layer powders on top, but this was just literally right here on my desk and seemed perfect. Yes, I love that glow. About Face, I think, is so underrated. I definitely want to try more products from About Face. Next, I think I'm going to do a layer of setting spray. This is the All Nighter from Urban Decay. This has been going on for so long where I'm like, it's almost empty. I'm going to finish it, and it's still going, man. As always, after I spray my face, I am going in with my sponge to press that into the skin. And it's so hot, I really don't want to set anything, but I feel like with my eyes, I might want to have powder on the under eyes. So I'm going to take my I Heart Revolution Peach Powder. I don't know if this exists anymore, but it's a very light peach, and it smells delicious. So I'm just going to take that on like a smaller brush and set the under eye just in case of fallout. I don't know, sometimes I find it easier not to set the under eye to clean up, and other times I find it easier to set it. I can't decide what I like, but I'm just setting it today just to do it. And then I'm also gonna go around my nose just a little bit, upper lip, because that can get sweaty. And why not just clean up right here a little bit. I don't know if this is still a brand, Trace Lucé. I'm taking their Hello Brows pen in Auburn. It has a thicker side and a thinner side, so it doesn't even have a spoolie. So I'm first gonna comb my brows up just with this spoolie brush from Beige Cosmetics. And then I'm gonna start with the thicker side. And this, for an Auburn, is actually quite neutral toned. A lot of the brow products that I get that say they're Auburn are quite warm and like very clearly red. To me, this is a lot more like neutral, almost ashy, like my natural hair color. Like this isn't very warm at all for something called Auburn, but it is a nice pencil and I did buy it, so I'm gonna use it. But I do like to make my eyebrows match like this color, which is, I need to get my hair done. It's so faded. Before I go in with that detailed brush, I'm gonna go in with my brow gel. This is the Infallible Brows from L'Oreal in the shade, it's probably Auburn. Yep, it's Auburn. And this has an interesting applicator. I don't know if you can see that. Has like a flatter side and a comb side, but it is a tinted brow gel. And you do have to be careful to like really wipe off the product, because otherwise it will definitely clump on and get to be like that. I'm so excited for my birthday giveaway. I had someone participate, Red December. She's a mutual here on YouTube and on Instagram, and she did a recreation of my Galactic Visitor like alternative eye look, and it was really cool, and I'm so excited someone participated and I was able to send out those goodies. So thank you, shout out to her for participating and making my birthday wishes come true. I'm gonna go in with the paint pot to prime. There are so many stunning indie eyeshadow palettes releasing lately that I'm just like, oh, frick me, like bend me over and frick me because they're so beautiful. Why do I have to be unemployed and broke? It's so sad. First world problems. But yeah, it's just like Glaminatrix I've wanted to try for so long, and they released Tones of Turd, which is like such a yummy grungy palette and so hilarious, and then Adept released the EBEs, and then Glaminatrix released the Bonfire, and I'll just pop up pictures of all of those so you can see what I'm talking about. When I first saw those palettes, my mind immediately went to the Adept and Heather Austin palette, which I do have. It is discontinued, but it has those like warm grungy colors with really beautiful, stunning, unique shimmers. It's definitely not the same color story as any of those palettes at all, but it gives me the same vibes. And so that's the palette we're going to use today. And I really want to stick with the greeny shades. So first I'm going to go in with Magnolia, the really deep matte green right here. Focus that on the outer corner. I just kind of want to do like a basic look today, but just with sick grungy greens. I don't know, that's what I'm feeling like. Now that I've got that placed down, I'm gonna go into Mythology. Is this almost like a chartreusey color? I don't know. It's like a grungy yellowy green, and I'm gonna tap that along the top edge of Magnolia. That one's definitely very kick-up-y in the pan. And then once I've got that placed, then I'm just going to messily blend it all together, because this is just a quick, easy look. I'm hot as balls. I'm not gonna spend hours doing my face. Like that fairy look, I was dying from the heat because that took so long to do all those details. I was really proud of myself for going out of my comfort zone. I'll have that video linked up here. I turned myself into a Sims 4 fairy inspired by the makeup from the new fairy pack, but like damn, that took forever and I was hot as balls. Like I was melting. I feel like I'm melting right now, but I'm surviving thanks to my refresher. Not sponsored. I just love that thing, and I'm just messily blending the shit out of those two colors. And then I think, looking at everything, I want to go into Smith right here on a finger and just put that in the center of the lid messily with my finger. Oh boy, that's gorgeous. Ooh, so many good colors. I think I need a brush for this part, but I'm gonna go into Austin, which is this light, like white green shade. And it's hard to pick up on my brush, so I'm gonna spray it and put that on the inner portion of the lid, blended into Smith. Oh god, these are so stunning! Do you see that? Like, I don't know if my lighting is doing these colors justice, but I'm gonna take the brush and pick up a little bit of Smith and just blend over the edges of where they meet, back and forth. I think the pencil I got from the birthday mystery box from ColourPop is going to be perfect with this look. This is one of their multi-chrome pencils in Wild Idea. I'm just gonna put that on the waterline. Oh, bitch, look at that. I don't care if I'm being messy about this, and I'm gonna take it and flick it outwards a little bit. Then I'm gonna take an angled brush and Magnolia and focus that on the outer portion, and then connect that to the upper lash line. This is so pretty. Oh my god, I love green. Warm greens especially. There's nothing like a warm green. And then I'm gonna go into Mythology and just blend the rest of that liner out with it. Just gonna bring the Austin shade down around the inner corner a little bit. Okay, lashes are on. These are, I think, Salon Perfect lashes that I've had for years. I wrote down 662, so if they still have the style 662 from Salon Perfect, I will link it. But let's finish this up with lips. I'm going in with the Beauty for Real Define Lip Liner in Neutral. It's this like pinky nude color. And I couldn't help myself. I had to throw on some freckles. I already misplaced it, but my little tiny OG freck. On top of that lip liner, I'm just going to take my Hard Candy little clicky stick in the one more spritz, and then I'll show you the final look. This is the completed look, and I do feel like I had a lot of fun doing this. I really feel like, okay, I do have these really cool, grungy, shifty colors. I'll be okay without those like $60, $70 palettes. I have plenty of cool, grungy colors to play with, and this is definitely a good one. If you have it in your collection, pull it out. Like, especially with fall coming up, this is a great fall color story. And I don't know, I love my glowy, juicy base. I didn't put powder anywhere except for my eyes, a little bit around my nose and along my jawline, so everything is just cream liquid juiciness. And as a dry girl, that is what I strive for, and I feel so beautiful. And you know, those items will probably stay on my wish list for a while until, you know, newer and more exciting things like push them off as they get added on. But I feel like I'm okay not placing an order. I created this beautiful face with all these beautiful products that I already have, and I'm happy. I hope you guys had fun playing with makeup with me. And again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the B-roll thing, whether or not you want me to include more B-roll in Get Ready With Me style videos or not. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!